small forward, number 0, Jalen Brown.
Here we are toward the end of the regular season, the stretch run, if you will. What are you looking for, Tim, around the league at this particular portion of the schedule?
I think the first thing is who's healthy at the right time of the year, and then who has expanded their roster and their rotation, because depth to me is as important as anything else as you head into this important part of the regular season.
Depth important, and probably, would you agree, the hardest thing to really capture?
Very difficult. Coaches need to have trust in their roster. It's awfully difficult to get coaches to go more than 8 or 9 deep.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Then there's Oubre. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Barlow in at the 4. Here's Maxey. After Memphis gets the 3. Pass to Embiid for 3. Good on the triple. Embiid's got 5 now.
And Embiid getting in on the three-point party.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Memphis' head coach for a minute. We talked about Joel Embiid specifically and what he wants his team to do against him. And coach said, I want us to make life difficult for him. Every time he catches it in the post, I want us to push back and be physical with him. If he's out on the perimeter, I want to put a hand up on every single shot. Let's see if coach's message resonates. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. And this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see that with the offense they've implemented. Different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts and cutting.
So it's Philadelphia now. After Memphis gets the 3. Nailed from three-point land.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there. And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
And Philadelphia has possession. Grizzlies making the shot. Edgecombe, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Coward. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Pass to Barlow. Embiid from outside. Rebounded by Jackson. And here are the Grizzlies now. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Jerome. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Coward. They get it back.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
The 76ers trail by 8. Outside, Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Man, look at that burst that time by Maxey, changing gears to get it done.
Memphis has gone 4-7 from three-point range so far in the first. The call will be against PJ Edgecombe. That is his first foul of the game. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. There's Jackson with the 3.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Here's Barlow. His last outing, he had 8 points. Embiid with the screen on Jerome. Clock at 6. Kicks it out to Maxey. No good from outside. And Jerome has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. 6-point lead. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
And turnovers were the story for them when they saw each other last. I mean, just a heartbreaking way to lose the game.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
Make some noise for your Grizzlies Grizzlies.
the playoffs. Let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. Take a look at the Grizzlies. Their season nearly over unless a form of miracle happens. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Pippen outside. Pass to Hendricks. A three-pointer off the mark.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Bucket is good. Maxey's got his 3rd basket of the night. The Grizzlies have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Another young rising player in this league who's learning as he goes along is Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, he continues to get more responsibility on his plate, and I think as he starts to embrace that leadership role a little bit more and become more vocal, I think then you're going to start to see Philly really do some great things.
Yeah, maturing before our eyes. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
That free throw, no good.
Yeah, this has been an interesting maturation from Tyrese Maxey. Really, all that untapped potential early on, but he has turned into an elite player in this league.
Now here's Pippen. Provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. The Grizzlies making a switch here.
Now into the lineup for Memphis, number 4. Playmaker.
46 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Pippen against Maxey. Hits the three-point bomb. Hendricks has got 5.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Pass to Drummond. From deep, Maxey. Grizzlies with the rebound. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys are defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Let's call it what it was. They got overwhelmed. The matchups were just not in their favor.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And the three-point shot has been big for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Well, from the start, they've been making quality passes offensively, and that is reflected in their assist number.
And so, in the game for the 76ers, Tyrese Maxey out there with Quentin Grimes. Then there's Trendon Watford. Then there's Oubre, and it's Drummond in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Wasted no time on that one. 8 points for him.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
It's good.
Well, to stop him, you have to get better rim protection than that.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, guys. Tyrese Maxey trying to do it all for his team. He said, I think the biggest part is leadership. I need to lead by example and lead with my voice. I have to play well, and if I do that, I can demand respect with my play. But I really want to set a good example just by how hard I work. Back to you.
Great mentality. All right, Allie, we thank you very much.
Timeout.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
It's time for this. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us
challenging for modern NBA big men.
Well, there is no doubt when I played, every team had 4 or 5 legitimate post players, and the ball went in to the low post regularly throughout the game. I think now the difference is you have to have versatility in your game. Teams are looking for bigs that can shoot it, handle it, and facilitate.
Valuable pieces for sure. Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Grimes trains it from beyond the arc. Grimes has got 8 points in the quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Jerome with it. Still yet to score. Pass to Coward. Shot clock at 6. Here's Prosper. Drops in the tray. And the Grizzlies lead by 2. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And he's good on the 3 ball. Grimes has got 11.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
Here's Coward. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
No, Tyrese Maxey showing you he's got some serious hops to go with that deep shooting.
Pass to Coward. Here's Hendricks. Now Jerome sinks the triple. Jerome's got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
And even 3-on-3 break. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
And that one's good. Drummond.
And this is why Maxey is so dangerous in pick-and-roll action. He is a dual threat to score or deliver.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Coward. He's covered by Maxey. Pass to Jackson. Here's Coward. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. 8 points for him.
And they're not afraid to let it fly from deep. They're looking to extend their lead with the 3 ball here in the second quarter.
Memphis leading by 3. Wells in the corner. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Maxey. 11 points in the game. And he uses the glass on the layup. Maxey's got 13.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Out of bounds, it'll be 76ers ball. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Look at Philadelphia. They're good enough for 8th place in the conference right now. Looking to hold on to that.
Well, I think for the Sixers, they've had an interesting season for sure. They're competitive, they're feisty, but they're not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
Well, inconsistency is the word. Sometimes they'll lose a game they probably should have won, and they show you how hard it is to sustain success in this league. Yeah, boy, has he dialed in perfect from the field this period.
As the 25th pick back in the 21 draft, Tim, what's enabled Quentin Grimes to really break through here recently?
It's pretty simple, Kevin. It's opportunity. He finally got that chance to be able to be free offensively, to show what his ceiling is, a much larger role offensively. Kind of reminds you of Jamal Murray a little bit, particularly now that he's got the green light.
So he's had the body, had the skills. It was just, as you're saying, the opportunity there to really capitalize.
Absolutely. Unencumbered on that end of the floor. It's amazing how guys can break through.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And a shot by Wells, no good. And so Lowry will bring it up for the 76ers. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game play.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
And I wonder if the crowd noise got in their head. It seemed like it was affecting them.
Lowry from outside, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. 76ers ahead.
41.
They stormed through the end of the quarter on a 9-0 run. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
Joel, the reserves have been awesome so far. What are you seeing from them?
The bench has helped us a lot. They've come in, they scored the ball, they've got to stop, so we're going to need them to keep it going.
Helps to have backup. Good luck in the second half.
Hey, Allie, thank you so much for that interview. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with you for the second half of the game right after this.
Good to have you with us. With the season in its latter portion, let's look at the Eastern Conference playoff race.
Taking a look here now at the 76ers, they've clearly taken a step back as a franchise. You hate to see that. But something isn't right with this team. I don't know if it's personnel, the coaching. We're going to have to make some changes in the offseason.
And now back to that first half. How about Tyrese Maxey? He was getting whatever he wanted, whenever he wanted it.
They keep feeding him and he's getting after it. Once you let him get comfortable, tough to slow him down, Kenny.
Yeah, especially when you slow down the word comfortable. You actually seen better defense at times, but he finds another way to get it done.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We've got Santi Aldama. Jackson is out there with Jalen Well. Then there's Ty Jerome. And it's Coward in at the two guard. That's the group for Tuomas Isolo as we begin the second half.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Here's Jerome. Aldama passes to Jackson. Drills it from outside. Jackson's got his third bucket of the night.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Buries the long-range jumper. Grimes has got the lead up to 5 now for Philadelphia. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Here's Aldama. And a miss there on the triple. Philadelphia's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Outside Jackson. Here's Aldama. Now recovering. Shot clock at 5. Jackson misses.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
Jerome finds Jackson. Embiid with the steal. Bounce pass from Lowry. And the rejection by Jackson.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Pass to Aldama. Oubre pulls it in.
That's a cold start out of the break. Only one of his first 4 has he gotten to go.
And the dunk by Embiid.
You saw the full power of Joel Embiid on display right there. No one was getting in his way.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you. The Sixers, they want to get over the top. Joel Embiid said, I've accomplished everything individually, but there's one thing missing, which is to win a championship. We have to do whatever it takes to make sure that in the postseason, I'm healthy and as dominant as I've ever been. Back to you, Kevin.
His health is key. Allie, we appreciate the report. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Tyrese Maxey.
And he hasn't been making as much of an impact with his defense as he had been earlier in the season. Steal numbers have dropped off in the past 5 games. He'll need to put a lot more effort into his defense here tonight.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Jackson kicks to Wells. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists tonight. Now Lowry to the middle, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. The shot by Wells, no good. Philadelphia leading by 8. Lowry passes to Barlow, and that one is hammered home.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
Finding the lane, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
Memphis moving it around. Pass to Wells. A three-pointer is right on target. Wells has got 15 points.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
To the paint. Oh, and the jam by Drummond.
Crafty with the ball. Lowry calls for the pick and roll to open something up for his team.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. Jackson has the open look. No good on the 3. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Turn around Jay. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. And now it's a 9-point Philadelphia lead. Here's Jerome. He's got 5. And he drives in. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Second personal foul.
And while we have a second, let's see which squads have topped the league in assists during the past month. 5th best, the Grizzlies.
And what stands out during this recent stretch is just how well they passed the basketball. I mean, this is a club that has become really unselfish.
He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. 1:11 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Lowry. He gets it in there. Lowry's got 6 here in this quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
This season, 88% on the line, so he has been in a comfort zone.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Spencer's checked in. He hits the second from the line.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
And Edgecombe gets it to go.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Lowry passes to Barlow. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. The 76ers shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
And the first one at the line is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Grizzlies trail by 13. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Grizzlies shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for Pippen. The 76ers leading by 11. Embiid sets the pick for Lowry. Shoots the 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. From deep three-point territory. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Philadelphia. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The Grizzlies shooting at 50% in a decent groove. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Then there's Embiid. Then there's Edwards. And it's Barlow in at the 4-man position.
And don't sleep on Maxey's vertical. He's great at using it to hammer those down.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Pass to Hendricks. Back to Jerome. Here's Spencer. Lets it go with the 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Pippen with a wide open look. And another miss by Memphis. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the 76ers. This is the most they've led by 13 points. Edgecombe with it. There's the pick. Clock at 6. Connects from 3-point range.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Timeout called by Coach Isolo. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Jackson is checked in for Memphis.
Jackson.
Jerome deciding where to go with it. Too open that time. Made it look too easy.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
And the dunk by Edgecombe.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly. And you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too. And you've got 2 points. Back to Jerome. The call will be against VJ Edgecombe. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
2nd team foul.
Pippen against Edwards. Pass to Hendricks. 5 to shoot. Jackson from long range. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Maxey. Hendricks pulls it in.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And the basket by Prosper.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
And Maxey with the basket on the assist by Embiid. 17 points for Tyrese Maxey.
Well, they're winning this game in large part due to how efficient he's been, and it's why they'll continue to go to him.
Jackson against Embiid, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And we've heard some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travels that didn't happen.
Both teams will make substitutions. For three, Jackson with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 13. And get the three.
He created the opening, he got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him. Well, the defense was solid right there, but that's just a missed opportunity at the rim.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
14 foul.
Now Jerome launches it. Good.
Yeah, their inside-outside game, very effective. That was a great pass.
Maxey.
Yeah, it's so tough to guard Maxey without fouling him. He is just so clever at drawing fouls.
Shooting for Philadelphia, Tyrese Maxey, taking 2 shots.
That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good. The Grizzlies trail by 11.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes. Philadelphia's foul. That's called. Third personal foul. 15 foul.
Good on the first, and that brings them to within 10. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
Now Jerome fires the three. A three-pointer. Good.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, they are hunting deep shots, but they'll take the layup if you give them one.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
Trendon Watford's checked in for Philadelphia. And we have a timeout called by Tromazisolo. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Now, Jerome. Jackson looking it over. Jacks up a three. Oh, sticks the putback.
Wow, that is just great work, and he got rewarded with that tip-in.
Maxey into the lane. Layup, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Jerome fires. Jumper is off. 1:09 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Puts it right back up and in.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Philadelphia.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket, didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And so now, on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, he was just laser focused in that game. It got to the point where you just knew if he shot it, it was going in.
Aldama inside. Watford on him. Drained from outside. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly. If they just play smart, this game's over. Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
Knocks down the 3. There's 18 seconds left in the game. Count the basket. Jackson. So the 76ers win it. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the player of the game, Tyrese Maxey.